What's going on, guys? We are coming at you with a brand new genre of video. We're reacting to Instagram hashtags for different diets, and we're going to start with the first one, maybe the most popular one these days, and also you get a little bit of like the wacky stuff in there too. Hashtag carnivore diet. So basically what I did is I just searched hashtag carnivore diet on Instagram. I scrolled through, and I'm mainly looking for like graphics. Not as much like selfies, because Instagram's almost entirely selfies and pictures of food. And it's like always the same like pose, you know? They do like the butt pose. It's really weird. I understand posting like a transformation thing, like this is what I used to look like, this is what I look like now, motivation.
In the past, like 3 days, I cannot express to you how many people I can, but I've unfollowed so many people like, but not like you guys, you know, not like my keto people, just like people I followed for like workouts and fitness and they look good and shredded. But it's just like, how many times do I gotta watch your stupid peak week meals and like your shreds and your, it's all selfies. It's so annoying. And all these like new reels and stuff.
Yeah, Instagram's just upgrading too fast. I don't know what's going on.
So annoying. Like, don't put music to something and like do a little dance
TikTok.
and then tell me stuff that's going on and point with your fingers, because the words aren't there. You're putting them in afterwards.
Okay, couple things. So yeah, there's the one genre of video where you film yourself pointing at stuff and then you add in the text afterwards, and it's just like, what are you doing with your life? And the second thing is the internet would make it seem like almost every person on earth is a bodybuilder interested in peak week. That's true. All right, but now we're going to react to hashtag carnivore diet Instagrams. And just so you guys know a little background, our channel, obviously keto. I would say as far as carnivore goes, I'm like 85 to 90% on board. So probably won't have too many like controversial takes here. Okay, so I went through and I screenshot some of these, and it's a lot of the same people that are populating the carnivore diet hashtag. Big one here, Carnivore Aurelius. So like Marcus Aurelius, stoic guy. My recipe for longevity: sleep 8 hours, eat beef liver, meditate daily, build muscle mass, have frequent sex, take cold showers, vitamin D greater than 30 nanograms per deciliter, zone 2 cardio training, reduce fasting insulin, increase nutrient density, improve functional mobility, chase fulfillment, not status. Do you disagree with any of those?
No, I think they're all, but you're not doing all that in one day, are you?
No, just a recipe for longevity. I don't know that have frequent sex increases longevity.
I think it does. It increases your happiness.
It could.
I think happiness is a big part of your longevity. That's the only one you disagree with?
That's the only, I mean, taking cold showers, I don't know that that definitely increases longevity. I think the others...
It's a cold exposure, right?
Yeah, I also think 8 hours sleep is like, that's the top end, I would say. I like chase fulfillment, not status.
Yeah.
I'd say that's a pretty good recipe.
I think that's a good
Some things maybe a little unnecessary. Here we got health coach Kate. Old me, new me.
So were you vegan?
Looks like it.
Yep,
Thought I had to eat a wide range of fruits and vegetables to get all nutrients. New me realizes there are foods that are more nutrient dense and focus meals around those. Yeah, I'm on board.
Sure.
It takes 130 pints of water to produce just 1 glass of vegan almond milk. Yeah, I mean, we don't really have a reference point of anything else, so...
But what are you telling us?
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's a lot of different questions, like, is the water wasted? Or I'm assuming you can like water the plant, you recycle the water.
What about all the almonds? Aren't the almonds wasted too?
In almond milk?
Yeah.
No, they're turned into milk. You blend them up.
Yeah, but you don't use all of it. Don't you
There's the fiber that you throw away.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty on board with almond milk being dumb, but...
I wouldn't see that and be like, oh my God, are you... What? All that water?
Yeah.
I'm so upset. Like, I would not be upset.
Why fasting is a superpower. Increases energy, heals gut damage, improves insulin sensitivity, lowers blood sugar, improves heart health, improves brain function, recalibrates hunger meter, decreases cancer risk, slows aging, improves digestion, teaches self-control, reduces body fat, promotes weight loss. Any disagreements?
I mean, do we know it decreases cancer risk? Maybe.
Yeah, I don't think we know that. I also don't know that hunger meter is a real thing. Improves heart health. I don't know. I mean, like, if you're eating a bad diet and you're fasting versus eating a bad diet and not fasting, I'm not sure you're improving heart health. Maybe you are. I don't think we know.
Well, gut damage then maybe a little, because you could still be eating Taco Bell for 8 hours straight and still have a lot of gut damage if you're fasting.
Yeah, I don't know that it heals gut damage. I think it's probably like 50% accurate, and then there's some pretty outrageous claims, I would say. But that's most things. Once you get on a team, you start embellishing a little bit, and I would say this is guilty of that. Back to Carnivore Aurelius. I like this guy.
Immune booster, sun, exercise, grounding, beef liver, salmon roe, animal fats, adequate protein, contact with animals. So are you saying like pet my kitty?
I think humans also is thrown in there.
Like
human
contact with
yeah.
animals. Okay. I was like, he's saying like hunt and rip out the heart of a cow or something.
Maybe he's also saying contact with dirty farm animals to improve your immune system like that.
And then swimming in fresh water. Immune destroyers, drugs, sugar, alcohol, seed oil, sitting all day, artificial light, processed foods, plant-based diets, electronic screen time. Well, Carnivore Aurelius, you're posting this on your phone. I'm sure you're using a lot of screen time.
I'm pretty on board overall.
I'm on board. I think these are good for just like someone who's not started or trying to get started, and they see this and they're like, oh, okay, I could just cut out my alcohol, my seed oils.
So grounding is your feet being on the earth, and like there's an ion exchange apparently, allegedly. That one, I'm not sure if it's an immune booster. I mean, I would imagine just living in touch with the way we're supposed to live is like an immune booster in some sense, but I don't know that I would
say like instead of grounding, like getting
in nature.
Oh, yeah. The sun's already there. I think the sun's enough.
There's this one that just is like a really nice looking steak.
It is nice looking.
It's smoked and then they're going to sear it.
Is it seared yet?
No.
That looks like it would be good just like that.
Yeah, it does.
The fat looks nice and yellow, but is it also filtered?
I don't know. Maybe. That's the thing. You never know these days.
I know.
Paul Saladino, what a massive amount of nightly household consternation.
Wait, what does consternation mean?
You can tell what it is from the context clues.
So you don't know either?
I mean, I don't know the exact definition, but I can tell what it means. What a massive amount of nightly household consternation could be avoided if parents realized they didn't need to force their kids to eat vegetables and that they could get all of the nutrients they need from animal foods.
Why did he use the word consternation?
He wants us to know how smart he is, I would say. But I do agree with the general premise that it is weird that we think it's normal that you're supposed to be like jamming a baby's mouth with like pureed peas and them hating it. And it's like, this is being a baby. You're supposed to hate food. Of course, the baby's supposed to like food so that it survives and grows up to be an adult. So it doesn't make a lot of sense that we think we're supposed to like feed it weird green purees and it's supposed to hate it.
I think it's less so about the food and the fact that we're force feeding, and that causes a lot of issues down the road. I don't mind you thinking like peas and broccoli and all these like vegetables are going to be good for your child and forcing them to eat their veggies before they can leave the table. Like, I'm down with that because I think textures are important and you don't want them to be picky. So exposing their palate to these things that maybe they don't like will help them eat more good whole foods down the road. But I just don't like the force feeding.
Does Paul have a baby?
What does consternation mean again? I don't.
So I would say, like, I didn't used to be this guy that's like protective of, parenthood, but like until you have a baby, you don't really know.
Agreed.
Like, it's easy to just be like, I'm going to feed my son grass-fed ribeye steaks.
And no screen time.
Medium rare, no screen time. But it's also really nice to just hand him like a puff made from cassava flour and him eat it too, like while you're on the run.
And I'm going to go as far as say, parent aside, if you're not a mama who's like actually taking your child out and doing things, then you really don't get it.
But a rule we did abide by is like, you don't like jam stuff in the baby's mouth if it's sticking its tongue out and not wanting to eat it. Like, it has to want to eat the food.
Yeah.
You don't force feed the baby.
Yeah. And trickery's not great. We did that once in a while just for fun. We were like, zoo, 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 zoo. But you don't want to like trick them either. Because when they're hungry, they eat. Like, Theo chows down when he's hungry.
Consternation, feelings of anxiety or dismay. Typically, it's something unexpected.
See, that's not what I thought it meant.
I don't even know if that's a good use of the word.
I don't think it makes that much great sense.
Unhealthy foods that are healthy. We got red meat, butter, salt, egg yolks, animal fat, raw dairy.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm on board. Of course.
Yeah. All that's viewed as unhealthy.
Carnivore Aurelius, you're going to destroy your heart eating all that steak. Person drinking Coca-Cola and eating pasta. That's pretty common. You get the armchair doctors that are like...
Well, it's easy to also just make up a saying for someone who's drinking a Coke. Like, this is not actually a person.
Yeah, that goes on a lot. We're going to get to that.
You just made up a saying for someone who eats pasta. No one might have ever said this in their life.
That happens a lot. People having conversations with just caricatures of people they imagine live in the world that don't actually exist.
Unless it was you at one point.
Carnivore Aurelius. The gym is for building muscle, not for burning fat.
Okay, I'm not on board with that. What are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, you're just gatekeeping the gym a little bit. I think the gym can be for whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, I can do jumping jacks in the gym all day long and not do any muscle building, right? But I'm like burning something.
Yeah, the gym should just be for whatever you want it to be. But I do agree you're probably burning more fat in the long run by building muscle.
Isn't he the same person who said zone 2 cardio? Is
Yeah.
it part of longevity?
Yes. We're seeing contradictions here. By the time you hit your 30s, you should be really aggressive about convincing people to buy one of the following: an air fryer, an Instapot, a humidifier, a weighted blanket.
That's funny.
I
It's
like
a joke,
that.
right?
Yeah, it's a joke. I kind of agree, though. I would go...
I'd go air fryer.
I think I'd go air fryer, too.
We have all of those, though, so...
Weighted blanket gets the least amount of use. Humidifier also gets barely any use. Carnivore Aurelius. The world's biggest competitive advantages: strong family, mental health, desire to learn, self-sufficiency, physical strength, long-term mindset, acceptance of failure, spiritual understanding, strength to withstand discomfort, not being vegan.
Yeah.
See, to me, you have
I
a
would
good
read the
list.
first one and I'd be like, next. Like, I'm
Oh, no, I think strong family is a really big competitive advantage. Like,
Yeah,
and
but-
good parents.
But this is not a list that's life-changing for me. Because I read strong family and I'm like, oh, like, that's not where I'd start. If I'm going to put something at the top.
No, I think good parents is number one. It's up there. It's pretty high up there.
That's not strong family, though, to me.
It's a component of it.
Good, maybe.
But not being vegan, to me, it just kind of discounts the whole list because you're just like trying to stick in your ideology in there to like a kind of decent list.
Yeah, I mean, and you could have said anything but not being vegan. Like, not, basing your meals primarily around veggies. Like, you could have said something else.
You could have said
like,
eating McDonald's or like
Yeah.
not eating McDonald's
Yeah.
too. So this is like a meme, which sometimes are funny, sometimes they suck. An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
My dad still says that.
Why are you here? I've been eating apples every day. Harold, you have diabetes. I guess so, but I don't
What are you
think...
saying? Apples cause diabetes?
I don't think people get diabetes from eating apples too much.
No.
It's probably just...
Unless it's apple crisp.
It's a standard American diet, refined carbs. I think you're okay eating apples.
You could probably eat apple crisp.
But I get the point. Oh, this one's funny. This one will get mega talking, I think. Real biological warfare. Seed oils designed to make you fat. News designed to make you agitated. Schools designed to domesticate you. Porn designed to destroy masculinity. Instagram designed to make you insecure. Processed foods designed to make you addicted.
I just you're on Instagram so much. What gets
That's
you
it?
done?
I thought you would talk about the porn aspect.
There's a lot of people out there who are very, very anti-porn.
I've seen this.
And say it's like a wave of people.
Porn designed to destroy masculinity. Does it destroy masculinity? How? I guess I don't know how porn destroys masculinity. Do I think we probably watch too much porn collectively? Yeah. Do I think it's bad in moderation? I mean, I guess if I'm truly living my best life, I would never watch it. That's probably true.
There's a lot of shame out there around it too, with all the people who are very against it. Like, I'm not very against it, but I've seen things where it's like, it ruins your marriage, and if you're watching it, then you don't love your wife enough or your husband
Yeah, I think
enough.
all that's nonsense.
That's complete nonsense. That's so unfair. Like, what about couples who watch it together, right? Or
Yeah.
I don't think there's
guess.
anything wrong with it. It is there, but yeah, I mean, to a degree, it's like anything, right? You can be addicted to it. It could be an issue for you, but it doesn't destroy masculinity.
I would like the explanation on how it does. Maybe I could be, open to it destroying masculinity. Nutritional fallacies. Nutrition with Judy. Plant-based is the optimal diet. Is that a fallacy? Do people think that?
Yeah, people think that.
I think it's a minority of people that think plant-based is optimal. Red meat should be limited. That's a big fallacy, I would say. Saturated fat causes heart disease. Agreed. Heart disease is due to cholesterol. I think we believe that less and less. Or are you talking about dietary cholesterol or your blood cholesterol? I don't think we really believe dietary cholesterol causes heart disease. That's kind of not very highly held belief anymore.
I don't think we believe statins are safe either.
Statins are safe. Yeah, I would just throw this in with all
Medication.
Conventional medicine. I think 10 to 15 years ago, we did think there's very limited downside and it's mostly upside with conventional medicine. Nowadays, most people are pretty aware that nothing's free. If there is a huge benefit, there's also probably a huge drawback to taking any kind of medicine.
Yeah, but a lot of people just don't care about that.
A lot of times the pros outweigh the cons though too. Eat the rainbow in every plate. That's one most people would agree with.
And then salt causes high blood pressure. A lot of people would agree with that as well.
All right guys, that's #carnivore diet. Let us know what you think? Are these people going a little too far off the deep end, or are they onto something? What do you think?
The first thing that came to mind was the porn comment, and then I was like, deep end.
But I guess that's not really carnivore diet related, but it seems like there is a big overlap between those two beliefs.
There's a huge overlap. A lot of carnivores are very anti-porn.
Why
is that? If you didn't know, now you know.
I guess I don't know. Why is that?
Because everything is a religion, and I say that in like a very general way. Like, carnivores are very religious about being carnivore. Same with vegans, same with ketoers, right? And I think if you're so extreme, you need to find the other extremes and you need to apply yourself to it.
It's just not good to have such a strongly held belief on something you could be wrong on.
I feel like the people who talk so negatively about porn, they're like equating it to heroin, and like it basically
I've seen that.
kills you.
People equate a lot of things to heroin. They do sugar too, right? Like sugar is the same as heroin.
Have you done heroin? Like, serious question. I hope you have not. But that is like an instant, like, it could kill you the first time you have it. You could eat an entire apple pie and live a very successful, prosperous life.
Interestingly, I was reading this book on Stoicism, which I've been talking to Mega about a lot lately. And they say you should completely avoid things that have the ability to hook you on one use. That would be things like, obviously, heroin. A lot of people say, I don't know, but a lot of people say you try it once, you never go back.
I would imagine.
You should also avoid things that you have to do every day that you can become used to and it'll be hard to go back.
Caffeine.
So yeah, caffeine would be a good example. Even acquiring a taste for like really extravagant foods is a thing that they say back in the Roman times you shouldn't get used to, because then it's hard to go back. Like elevating your lifestyle to where you need to be living in a mansion, flying first class, driving Ferraris. It's hard to go back if you ever need to. So you're better off just kind of like finding happiness in what you currently have instead of adjusting. I guess this doesn't really tie in. I was trying to tie it in somehow. It doesn't tie in that well.
Well, then
mainly the heroin thing.
I think about the people who preach stoicism, and I don't feel like they follow that concept at all.
That's true too.
Everyone is just always contradicting themselves. Remember that, if anything.
I mean, so that's the thing. If you're
including Carnivore Aurelius.
If you're posting on the internet about stoicism, you're inherently in violation of stoicism. So there's definitely contradictions going on. All right, guys, that's it. # carnivore diet. Let us know if you have any zany, wacky things that you think we should know about as far as # carnivore diet. Post them down below. It'll be fun to look at. And if you want to weigh in on any of the hot topics in this video, porn, social media, masculinity, any topic we talked about, comment below, give us your hot take, and thanks for watching.